You're fasting, you are skipping your breakfast, you have pushed your first meal to 2 p.m. You're doing everything that the internet says, but still you're not yet lean or probably not got to lose the fat. Let me tell you the truth, intermittent fasting does do the wonders. But if you're doing it in the right manner. In this video, I'm going to break down all those principles that to be kept in mind to really effectively lose the fat with the support of intermittent fasting. Let's get deep dive into it. I am Praveen Nair, founder of Sweat Fit Wellness, which is the parent company of Sweat Pilates and Sweat Boot Camps. I'm the person who started back in Kerala washing buses and dropping the newspapers to come to Mumbai, becoming one of the highest paid personal trainer to many celebrities like Shraddha Kapoor, Abhishek Bachchan, Manish Paul, a lot of them, then into running businesses. The most important thing that I like is about transforming people or helping people.
Hi, my name is Aditi and I live in Sweden. I'm extremely happy to have joined online program.
With my simple and sustainable strategies that I have implemented in my own life at the same time with the many celebrities and the people that I've worked with. Let's start with this. Fasting isn't magic. It's just about managing your eating window, which means that I get to meet a lot of people in Sweat Pilates or Sweat Boot Camps, or even general when I just go to any places to meet people, or probably in a coffee shop when I start interacting with them. They do say that, I know this intermittent fasting, I do fast for a couple of hours, 16 or 18 hours, but you know what, I'm not getting results. And that exactly everybody is doing as a mistake. And that's exactly what we're going to focus in this video to really get things right. So say you're fasting for 16 or 18 hours, you've done a wonderful job of fasting, but it's very important that what you eat when in the eating window. So this is a common mistake that most of the people do not count their calories, which means that no matter what how long you fast for, but if you're eating everything wrong, or probably say your calorie surplus. So you do want to really understand what's your BMR, how much calorie that you need to consume, and then you need to plan the overall eating window and the meals that you exactly in the plan to get the best results possible. Point number 2, how to optimize the fast. Ideal window of fasting is definitely anywhere from 14 to 16, but of course once you're comfortable you can push that into a 16 to 18 window. But you must be getting to hear that somebody's following for 20 hours, 22 hours. Most of the time I do end up following for 22 hours or 20 hours, which I love it. But in some people that do generate some kind of challenges for them. So the best window of fasting considerable would be 14 to 16 hours of the fasting. Now you want to make it a point that you do open the fast with an electrol or something which is very light to spike the insulin, because now you haven't eaten for a very long time. So you're going to give a light feel to the body and then start bringing it up. If you're going to really jump into a lot of sugar-based food, then the craving is going to go up and then you're going to end up eating a lot of wrong things. While on the fasting window, you can consume black coffee, apple cider vinegar, green tea, of course, without any kind of flavors. This is a thing that you can carry on. Make sure that you drink a lot of water, that you stay hydrated. Now, if in case you're going to work out within the window of fasting, which is ideally the best window because now your body has almost depleted the glycogen and it is in a great stage to really use the stored fat that you have into the form of energy. So the best window would be to work out somewhere about the last couple of hours of your fasting. Now, if in case you're going to be doing that, the workout within the fasting window, so you can use some sort of an Himalayan salt into the water that you're going to sip it during the workout to make sure that you're not getting cramps or probably you're not getting too much tired. This could be an ideal method to start with, but of course once you're comfortable, once you're more familiar with the fasting window, then with the time you will be very, very comfortable while you're working out. Point number 3, what to eat during the eating window. Now this is where you get the 90% of the results. Start with 30 to 40 grams of protein in your meals, which means that you're going to consume good amount of eggs, good amount of chicken if you're a non-vegetarian. If not, if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, ideally vegetarians would use more of paneer or tofu and vegan sticks around. You have a number of options around to play around with. You could use protein powders as in a good source. You can make a very good smoothie which is dense in calorie at the same time dense in nutrients. You could use protein powder, almond milk and a bit of dry fruits. We have lots and lots of videos in our channel. Just have a look around it at the recipe section or the playlist. You'll get to see them. Good fats are really great options. Avocados is a great option, which I love about it. Ghee is a great option. Most of us, all my clients or myself, we start the day with, or probably start the first meal with a bit of ghee coffee sort of a thing to get that smooth movement happening. And at the same time, you could use dry fruits. You want to make it a point that you have density comes from the good amount of source of calories calories through the right food. So avocado, macadamia nuts, these are great option when it comes to really consuming the fats. Avoid high fat, high carb based meal. So when you plan a meal, have some sort of a good understanding about how you're going to plan your meal. So avoid these two things together, because then the calories are going to go to the roof and you would not get the results that you're looking forward for. So probably you go with a good amount of protein, fiber and fats. Okay. Point number 4, when to train when you're following intermittent fasting windows. Want to fast and train? Perfect. Here is the strategy. You're going to work out just before your eating window, which means that you have finished somewhere about 14 hours of fasting window and your ideal window time of fasting is for 16 hours. Now the last somewhere about an hour and a half, 2 is the time that you're going to really invest towards working out. And what should be the breakdown? That's about somewhere about 2 to 3 times of weight training or strength training or any program that you like. Could be a Pilates, could be a boot camp, anything in that particular manner. But ideally low intensity based cardio, which could be that, which actually is about using the fat to the maximum usage, which means that your body is at the lowest level of muscle glycogen at that point of time and the peak of the free growth hormone production, which means that the body has the maximum amount of growth hormone released at that phase of time when you're fasting. And if you're going to hit the workout at that time, it will actually maximize your capacity or the potential to burn more fat, or when your body is trying to create more of energy from the fats. This is going to be the ideal section or ideal situation to bring the workout and to maximize the results. Point number 5, fat loss mindset and timeline. Let me keep it real. You didn't gain the fat or the weight within a month or within a year. It is an outcome of a couple of years, which means that if you're looking at fat loss as a complete achievable goal, that drops down somewhere about 800 grams to 1 kg in a week, which means that summarizing for a month is going to be about 3.5 to 4 kg, which is ideal, which is the appropriate way to achieve it. If in case you have a lot of subcutaneous fat, you're really overweight, then you may end up seeing much more than a 4 kg also. That's going to be a water loss. So being said that, you want to be really consistent about what you're doing. It could be intermittent fasting. It could be you're walking in a week. It could be a step count that you're doing. Probably the gymming and the workout that you're doing. Anything that you're doing, you don't want to do too much of it, but rather you want to be doing those things which is achievable, which you know that, okay, I can meet this within the 24 hours of my day, and no matter what, I can take this much of time or this much of commitment every day. It's not about doing it for one day or for 1 week. The beauty is in how well you can be consistent with that program to get the best results. Consistency wins over a short jump. You want it, which means that stop jumping around different diet plans, different workout plan and different methods. And trust me, those people are very fit. They don't work out too much. They work out somewhere about 3 to 4 times a week. What they have adapted is about consistency over a period of time, which means that the muscle fiber has good amount of volume over the period of time of training that they've done. In simple, you want to be just consistent, stick around the plan, have faith, do the calculations appropriately, and you will for sure get the best results. If this video has helped you to understand intermittent fasting in detail, please subscribe, hit the bell icon, and of course thumbs up for the like. Please do share with your friends and family. And this channel at Sweat and Success, we believe in hard work, we believe in consistency, and most importantly, sharing the knowledge and the information that we have with the world, like-minded people, and with the whole world. So let's achieve more success, let's put in more work like Ash does it.